Hi, I am Polly Yu of Global Education Elite. Well, through the sister city relations, Global Education Elite and Summer of Services jointly organized this Global Citizen Youth Leadership Program. And tonight, I think later, Mr. Amadi of Summer of Service will also say hi to all of you. Well, welcome to all the young leaders first. You have achieved the first step of being a leader by attending, by committing to participate. And tonight we also have the pleasure to invite a true leaders in government affairs, Miss Sherry Dalla Shahi. She is the head of Global Engagement Office of the City of San Antonio. Well, let's welcome Sherry.
Good evening, ni hao,
Ni
to the
hao.
citizens of Wuxi, and especially to the students of the Wuxi Jiangchao Bilingual Experimental School. Also, good evening to all the students of San Antonio who are with Summer of Service. My name is Sherry Dolatshahi. It's a very long name. And I am in charge of international relations at the municipal government of San Antonio. Now, I have known Wuxi now for many, many years. I started working at the city of San Antonio 10 years ago. And 10 years ago, one of the first things that I had to do was prepare for our sister city relationship with Wuxi. So San Antonio and Wuxi became sister cities in 2012. Before that, they were friends. We had a friendship city relationship, and we had been friends since 2009 and had signed an agreement in 2010. So we have been building our friendships for a long time. So in 2012, it was like getting married, two cities getting married, becoming close to each other. And the mayor of Wuxi at the time came to San Antonio with a wonderful delegation and signed the agreement with our mayor here in San Antonio. You see, when you sign sister city agreements, the only people who can sign those agreements that consolidate the relationship between cities are the mayors. The two mayors have to sign, they have to agree, and then after they've signed, then all the other organizations and institutions like schools, like you, get involved in exchanges and activities just like you're doing tonight. Now, at the City of San Antonio's municipal government, we are very supportive of this relationship. We love our friends in Wuxi. And I was especially honored when 300th anniversary in tricentennial celebration, and delegation came from Wuxi, headed by their vice mayor, and they brought a gift of clay figures, these large clay figures, and their names were Wu and Shi. And those figures, we had them sent to the Magic Children's Theater. So children of San Antonio, if you ever want to go and see Wu and Shi, go to the Magic Children's Theater, and they are there in the lobby. A lot of children and their families have taken photographs with Wu and Shi. We've also had many cultural and educational exchanges over the last few years. A special took place between our museums. But again, received a wonderful gift for our 300th anniversary, but it arrived last year and it was installed at the Museum of Art by the San Antonio River. It's a special rock, a rock that in Wuxi they call a Taihu rock. It's a large limestone rock that comes out of a lake called Lake Tahoe. This is, and I'm for our San Antonio students. This limestone rock was one chosen and shipped to San Antonio and put in the museum. So again, if you want to go visit that rock, you must go to the Museum of Art and ask for the Taihu rock. We were very fortunate for receiving these very special gifts from Wuxi for our 300th anniversary. So I'm sure that in Wuxi, you're saying 300 years? That's not very long. Our history may be even longer. But in the United States, 300 years is a long time. We are one of the oldest cities in the United States of America. Now, every year, I think for the last 3 years, we've had groups of students from Wuxi come to San Antonio and engage in cultural activities and meet young people in San Antonio. They've gone to the San Antonio Spurs basketball camp and spent a week there. They've taken some classes in English and culture. And I understand that every group that has come has had a wonderful time here. I also know that we had a very large group from San Antonio that went to Wuxi 6 years ago. And they had a wonderful time and were made to feel very welcome in Wuxi. Thank you. Thank you, Wuxi, for welcoming our students when they were in your city. I want to especially thank the Wuxi Jiangchao Bilingual Experimental School and the school's principal. Now, this has been a hard year, and I know that you're going to be talking about COVID-19 and the coronavirus tonight. And I want to tell you, and I want to tell the children of San Antonio, and again, talk about it with everyone who is listening on the call, that we received many masks donated from the Jiangchao School, bilingual experimental school, that were given to summer of service, from the municipal government of Wuxi that was given to the municipal government of San Antonio, and from the Lingshan Foundation given to our Chamber of Commerce, the Asian American Chamber of Commerce. These donations of masks were so welcome and well received. We really, we were very humbled by this gesture of generosity. So again, I want to say thank you. Thank you, Wuxi, to coming to help us in our time of need at the beginning of this pandemic when we really didn't have too many masks around. And finally, one of our council members from San Antonio Municipal Government, his name is Councilman John Courage. He was in Wuxi about 2 years ago, and he visited your school and had a wonderful time. And he told me to tell you hello. So I am passing on his greetings as well. I think I've spoken a long time now, and I want to make sure that you keep your activities. So I will say goodbye now and congratulate everybody who is on the call, involved in this exchange. Make the most of it. Talk to each other, ask questions, exchange information, because I know that you are learning so much from each other.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much.
Well, now I think Mr. Samadi also, right, from the Summer of Service. Just, you don't want to say quick word also, right?
Just very briefly, I don't want to take away any more time
Mm,
from your program, but just again, thank you to Ms. Dalat Shahi from the city's International Relations Office for making the time to be here tonight. And thank you again to Polly and to Iris, and also to Ms. Pittman and Ms. Anderson. It takes teamwork to make things like this happen. But really want to thank the students, all of you in China, all of you here in San Antonio. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for being here the last several nights, the last several weeks that you've done the program. My name's Amir Samandi. I'm the founder and executive director of SOS. I was a teacher here in San Antonio, and I taught with Miss Anderson. She taught me how to be a teacher, actually. I was brand new at it. She taught me how to do all the things you have to do when you're a teacher. And anyway, I had a student and she wanted to go see the world. And so I started a nonprofit because the school wouldn't let us take kids on trips. And so I said, well, let me start an NGO. And so, you know, the idea was to connect our children, our youth, our young people, but also our teachers and our community with the rest of the world. And tonight just makes me very happy to see young people connecting in San Antonio and in Wuxi. In Wuxi, you are the leaders of the future. And here in San Antonio, you are the leaders of the future. And we have to learn how to work together and solve problems because the problems happen all over the globe. Problems that we're facing, climate change, the pandemic, they're going to occur all over the world. So you have to learn to solve problems together. And you're doing that in this program. And I'm very proud of you all. And I just wanted to say thank you.
thank you.